What's up, Georgia fans? It is Bulldog Banter back again for a little Thursday pre-show as the Dogs get ready to head to Lexington to take down the Cats. Aaron Murray, Ben Jones, Tavarres King, and Knowshon Moreno, the Letterman, some of the best to ever do it at their respective positions at the University of Georgia. Going to be breaking down the game. Also going to be talking about Knowshon's got his hit list over here. Got his hit list.
Oh, yeah. Got
that's your list. Just be careful with Knowshon. If anyone's around Knowshon, what he says, he'll put it down. So you got to make sure you're on your P's. And they should have had Knowshon, not to be political here, as the moderator for the debate the other day. He'd been fact checking everything. Knowshon, the fact checker.
On that thing. That thing was hilarious. By the way, I saw highlights. I ain't watch it. It was hilarious.
I thought Knowshon would be the one watching, taking notes, like all the notes. Fact checking Knowshon. All right. Well, welcome in, everyone. Appreciate everyone jumping in on YouTube, on Twitter. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yeah, man. Big week. Georgia got through the relaxing week 2. Now, first true road game this week in Lexington. So we're going to talk about that game, obviously. And then we're going to get around the country for some fun discussion afterwards and do some rankings, that kind of thing. And letting everyone know, obviously, as you see in the right-hand corner, we are sponsored this year by our good friends at Prize Picks. Make sure you go make an account right now. $50 in promo funds when you use the promo code TPL. $50 when you make your first $5 lineup. We'll be giving out some of our best picks for the weekend as well. So do us a big favor. Download the app. It's a lot of fun. It's fantasy football. It's so easy to use. And I'm going to show you here in a little bit. But let's get to the game, fellas. The big thing in this game is the transfer portal and Kentucky having a couple former Dogs. Brock Vandagriff at quarterback, Dumas Johnson at the linebacking position. Put yourself in your college foot self back in the day, younger, more good-looking, handsome selves, and then NFL body too. Should it be different? Should it not be different? Is it weird when you're going against a guy that was in your locker in college? Knowshon.
Muted.
You're mute.
Yeah, I'm muted, man. There's a lot going on downstairs. I drop stuff on the floor. I'm like, man, there's a lot going on right now. But I think it just depends on that relationship you have with that player. Now, if this is one of those players that you really didn't mess with, you can't wait to smack them and dig them into the ground, right? You're like, bro, all that stuff you've been talking in practice, all that dirty noise and all that stuff you be talking, let's see if you about it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it really just depends on that relationship. See, I played against Donnell Ellaby in one of our championship games in the playoffs. So that was fun, right? I was like, man, I can't wait to play against Donnell. We're talking back and forth. I scored a touchdown on him, hit him with the stop and go. Stop and go, give me that over the top. So, having those bragging rights over the guys that, you have a good relationship is kind of fun. You know what I mean? People leave, schools, or you get traded from a team in the NFL for different reasons, right? But I think really for me, it just comes down to that relationship.
Ben, we always joke like in practice that offensive line, defensive line will do the whole what we call brother-in-law. We're not going to go too hard. We're going to take it easy on each other. Like, does that ever happen if you're going against a guy in the NFL that was a former teammate of yours, or like you're a buddy with? Like, what's that dynamic?
So me and Avery Jones, we battled it out 18 times, 9 straight years, and his whole mission was try to get a sack on me. He got big zero. He got zero. He came close a couple times. But we would battle it out. I'm talking about talk smack the whole game like we hated each other. And as soon as the game was over, we're hugging, talking like we're best friends again. I'm like, could you chill for a little bit? Like, goodness gracious. But it's just the competitor in us. And I know me, some of those weeks, I'm trying to be nice to some of them good guys. I'm like, hey, chill. You want to chill? We can chill.
Yeah.
But in college, I'm going to tell you, I'd have been at the other guy's head. You left us. You didn't want to be a part of this. I would have tried to make a statement in college because I was wired different in college. I bled red and black, and that's all I cared about. And, hey, you don't want to be a part of something special? You go somewhere else? Hey, you're gone. Like in pros, you get paid. You go somewhere else. It's great. You don't really have much say. But in college, you leave. I'm out for blood.
But with TK,
Stop it.
with
Blood.
TK, these kids getting
He
paid
said blood.
nowadays, though,
No.
like, is it different though? Should it be different, or do you think that like it's still 18, 20-year-olds and we're all like a little salty? Because my biggest thing is like I worry that loyalty, there's not the Ben Joneses and us of the world. Like these players are like fully committed to the G, or to Kentucky or to Florida State as we're seeing issues right now. Like it feels like the NFL where you're just going somewhere to get paid and play and then move on.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of feels a little bit like that, but I was more so like Ben. Like I kind of got that mentality. If you went somewhere else, in college, yeah, we enemies. But yeah, in the pros, bro, I ain't cutting my dog.
College too. I feel like y'all fibbing, bro. Because if I play DB, TK, I know we friends, right? If I play DB and I had to bounce for a certain reason, like, hey, bro, they playing me over here, I gotta go. When we play in the game, you cutting my legs out. You go.
I'm
you
not.
do me like
I'm not
that?
gonna cut you like that. I'm not gonna cut because you my dog. You know.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you my dog. I ain't gonna cut you like that. But I'm going up top pork chop. You getting that? You getting all the mixes.
Right.
You getting everything.
You think
I ain't gonna try to.
If they hit my dog right there, I'm fighting. Like Cornelius hit my dog in practice. I tried to kill Cornelius. I chased him around for 30 minutes.
This is true.
Like it's a little different O-line, D-line. Like,
right, yeah.
Guys trying to hit my quarterback back there. I'm out for blood.
Yeah, but like Knowshon, Donnell's coming in the hole. Are you cutting him down?
No.
You just standing
now,
there.
This the thing.
You just gonna stand there?
Well, yeah, because I don't think Danielle's gonna try to bull me, but at the same time, if that's my assignment to cut, like say he's coming off the end or something like that, I guess I got to do it. But I ain't trying to really go at. I'm just gonna maybe fall in front of something light, but that's tough. That's a tough one when we're talking about cutting someone in the hole too.
Yes, in the hole.
But we were taught not to cut in the hole though either, because that can fall into quarterback's legs and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it's coming down the A gap. I gotta take that.
Man, I'm cutting everybody.
Everybody
Get up out of there. I gotta get this little body up out of there because everybody getting cut.
TK, anyone from the league that you went against that you played with, like what's that matchup like? Like someone you go and practice with and then translate, like they go to a different team, then you got to play them in a game.
It's funny, man. Like it's kind of like you, especially somebody that's been on your team in the league, and now you're seeing them in a game. You run one-on-ones twice a week. You know what I'm saying? They're seeing your best stuff week in and week out. Your hitch, your slant on your hitches, your slants, your basic stuff. So they're seeing that and they know it. So again, to like I was saying with Knowshon, you're wanting to figure, their stuff, they know your stuff. So you're wanting to get that little edge on them. But at the end of the day, like Ben's saying, we're jersey swapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. From the chat, appreciate everyone once again. If you're on Twitter, jump into YouTube to get some answers or questions answered along the way. Does Knowshon ever hurdle over people in everyday life, like at the grocery store?
I said, like at the grocery store. I don't got that in me no more, Coach. That low back and neck. Yeah. Hey.
I'm so scared to get hurt because then I can't golf. Like I won't do anything now because I'm like I don't want to screw the golf game up.
Man, can't do that.
Do you think
golf today?
Ben,
I golf.
What you shoot, bro?
82.
You bet. Huh?
Ooh.
82.
Oh, okay. He would have said the same.
Ben's been seeing a golf coach. Ben's been seeing a golf coach.
And not only that, he's playing the same course every time, so I can't give him that.
No, I'm not.
All right, so we're not on defense, but Ben brought up a good point. So I remember in practice one day we're doing 2-minute drill, and Cornelius Washington got pissed because Coach Rick would never blow the whistle when he thought he was sacking me. So finally he said, screw it, I'm just going to hit Aaron. And he hit the shit out of me. I mean, right?
Like for real hit you?
Yeah.
Like, for real hit me. That's when like Ben chased him around the damn field trying to catch him. It was hilarious.
Right.
Well, like, he got so sick of it. So like my thing is like, okay, you've been going against Brock Vandergriff for multiple years now. You've never been able to hit him. Now it's your first opportunity. Do you think they play it soft on him if they get a chance? No.
They won't do nothing dirty, but they're going to take it.
No.
If he's there, he's going to get hit.
Yeah.
Then they'll help him up.
Yeah. It's still that guy.
We'll see. All right, let's get into some positions here. We're gonna start with Ben first, offensive line. There's a dude named Deion Walker who's 350 pounds. Ben, who's the biggest dude you've ever blocked, and how do you block a guy like that?
Biggest, probably Vince Wilfork. He was pushing 400. Him and Haloti Nada, they were massive humans back in the day. But for me, give me the bigger the better.
Yeah,
I
I was about to
don't
ask you that.
I don't want the athletic, quick guys that they embarrass you. You don't touch them, they sack the quarterback. You knew where Vince was going to be at the end of the play. He was going to be right there in that same spot. You ain't going to move him, and he ain't going nowhere either. So it's no reason to double team him because you ain't going to move him with two either. So just let me sit there and pump my feet and stay in front of him. So I'd much rather block a big guy like that. I beat him with speed on a jump reach, and you can let him go on the toss because he ain't going to run it down. You just got to make sure you block him on a screen, and pass is a cake.
Awesome.
But don't move him on power. You're not moving him on power.
No, you just got to get in the way somehow. Got to get in the way. All right, Knowshon, we talked a little bit after the past game about how it was a little bit funny that Georgia was so pass heavy in the game. Like it was kind of like, Bobo, I'm going to get some stats for our boy Carson, get him in the Heisman conversation, continue to work his way to number one pick in the NFL draft. I'm going to say it every single week, Knowshon, until it gets in your damn head. But anyways, it was supposed to rain. Now it doesn't look like it's going to rain. It's going to be a beautiful day in Lexington. Beautiful night. I think there's like no rain at all now.
Air it out.
Air it out? Are we going to get a little bit more balance this week? What do you think? Is this finally ETN's? I hit a little splash last week, but like, is this is time to get the run game going a little bit more?
Yeah, I would hope so. Last week, you still got to get Carson. I feel like his confidence up, get his confidence going. That's what I feel like last week's game was. That was a confidence boost. Get him throwing the ball. Maybe see some of the younger guys get in there right after we score a couple touchdowns and get up a little bit, right? So that's what that kind of game was. But we're going to need the run game at some point. And as long as we see, a pass run balance, I'm cool with it, man. Because we're going to need the run at some point if the pass is not there and vice versa, right? So I think they'll get some more carries this week, but whatever's working, just go with it. I'm more concerned or more worried about what the guys do with the carries they get. So many backs in there. We're gonna rotate the backs like we know. What do you do with those carries? How does it look when you're carrying the ball for those 12 yards that you get, or the 50 yards that you get for 6 carries? You know what I mean? Like, how do those look? Is what I'm more worried about. Not necessarily, hey, give the backs 30 carries, because we just know that's not going to be the case. Got too many receivers on the outside, too many weapons, right? And in these games, let's get up big. Let's use these weapons that we have on the outside, air that thing out, and we'll run the ball, chew that clock, and get up out of there.
Before we get to the receivers, I want to say on the running backs one more on that. ETN only had 5 carries last week for 78 yards. Obviously, did not play the first game against Clemson due to suspension. Like, is there a number though that like he needs to start getting to get in a rhythm within the offense? Like, is it like you're a star running back, and I know we've talked about like you appreciate and like the running back by committee, and I don't think Georgia's going to go away from that, but you're still RB1. Like, you gotta feel like you gotta get in some sort of flow, and I don't think 5 carries is enough. I don't even know if 10 carries is enough. Like, what is that magic number that you think he needs and that you needed and that he also deserves?
Yeah, I feel like at the same time, I mean, yeah, you might not get as many carries, but if you're doing it in the pass game as well, that counts for me. You know what I mean? And I think ETN is one of those guys that we can use at the backfield for screens, for Texas routes. Get him out in space, right? Use that speed, use his athletic ability and make some big plays. So, yeah, you might only get 10 carries, but okay, how many passes do you get? You might get 4 passes out the backfield. All right, now we're getting our hands, we're getting into the rhythm, right? And even just being in the game in pass protection and things like that, that kind of gets you lathered up for these big hits and things like that, right? And to see how these linebackers are flowing. So at the end of the day, yeah, okay, you want to see more carries, but if you're doing it in the air as well, it's good for a back, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right, before we get to the receivers, I want to go in the chat. I'll give TK the first go at it. Connor Anderson wants to know, how do you guys approach night games compared to day games when you wore the red and black?
I mean, you probably chill a little bit more in the nighttime, trying to do some more relaxing things, because you got a longer time to the to game time. You got an overtime in the hotel, so you're probably just chilling a little bit more, watching some other games that are on earlier in the day. Kind of getting your juices flowing that way, I would say. But you're just a little bit more relaxed. You can't be as amped up as you would be upon waking for like a 12 o'clock game or something like that. So I like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like them 3:30s.
I was gonna ask y'all, what y'all like? Which one y'all like?
I like
the
3:30.
3:30 because you have to sleep in a little bit, but you
Yeah.
ain't sitting around a hotel all damn day.
Right.
Yeah.
3:30 at home. On the way, I want that early game, so I want to get back to Athens at night.
Yeah,
Sure,
exactly.
sure.
I like getting that thing.
For those who don't know, I think Knowshon, you probably did this too. For home games, we stayed at Lake Lanier, which was an hour and a half away. So for a noon game, we had to wake up at 6, have breakfast, jump in a bus, drive an hour and a half to the Butts-Mere, get changed, spatted, taped, stretched, get back on the bus, go to the stadium, do the dog walk, and then do warm-ups. And by then it's like you've been up for 6 hours, you're exhausted, you've been in a bus for 2 hours.
Took another.
I love CMR. I love CMR, but that was one
Yeah.
thing that was a head scratcher of like, why are we going to spend essentially 3.5 hours between Friday and Saturday in a bus for a home game?
Wait, are they still doing that though?
Nah, they're at the the Georgia Center.
Stuff,
they're at the Georgia Center, right?
They get all
It's not like we couldn't stay there, Knowshon. Coach Rick didn't want us to stay there because he wanted us off campus. So this wasn't
Y'all two are the reason why we didn't stay on campus.
Coach.
What you
mean?
Right
there.
Probably.
We needed to be away.
That was a good for everybody.
I think that was good.
That salad was delicious though. When you
the ranch on there.
What are y'all talking about?
You put the ranch on there at
I don't know because we were just so damn hungry from being in the bus for 2 hours or what. But as soon as we got to the hotel, straight to the table.
You got
talking about at night when we got there?
Larry's giant sub on the way over. Yeah, come on now.
I'm a pasta guy, man. I'm just eating all the pasta meat.
Let's go to this real quick. What's everyone's nighttime pregame meal? Not before the game, but like nighttime. How big are you going?
Oof. Man,
I'm eating the same thing no matter what. If it's morning, afternoon, I'm eating eggs, potatoes, banana, and a smoothie.
No, I'm talking about night. When we got to Lake Lanier, what were you eating?
Oh, I'm smacking it. I'm eating the steak, potato. I'm eating the salad. Then I'm eating the pizza and the ice cream before.
Yo, which two is crazy? Like, okay, we eat so clean all during the week. Night before the game, son, you go hamster. You go ham. Ice cream, pizza, like steak. Yeah, it's crazy. That makes zero sense.
That's the biggest difference.
That's universal, though.
That's pro. I eat so clean before games. College, I eat whatever.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I don't know. We would still have ice cream in Kansas City because that was always Coach Reed's famous thing.
Oh, I
Coach would be like, all right,
after
meeting, like, all right, ice cream's on me, boys. And we're like, yeah, okay, thanks, Coach.
Yo,
it wasn't as much food.
That's probably fun, bro. He's probably a cool coach.
Oh, he's hilarious. He's too funny. He's the best. But yeah, we eat like bad before games.
Yeah,
bad.
wings.
Hold on, Mary.
Wings.
Who quarterback was there when you was there? My fault. I'm all over.
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith and who?
Alex. Chase Daniel.
Chase Daniel.
Were you there when we beat you in the playoffs? Murray.
What year was that?
Murray, like, why are you bringing up
17?
Right.
No. I was in Philly.
Were you in there in 15 when y'all beat us
15.
in Houston?
Yes, in the playoffs, first round, we waxed y'all.
Y'all did.
Ooh,
that was bad.
I think we shut y'all out.
It was bad.
They put like a goose egg. Yeah, it was a bad one.
Bad.
Nice getting that extra paycheck that next week too. All right. TK, let's get to the receivers. So there's been a lot of love for Aaron Smith. I think we're gonna have some love for Aaron Smith here in a little bit with some prize picks.
Mm-hmm.
Dom has had 6 catches for 66 yards. And Dom's gonna get his, but like same thing we talked about with the running backs. To me, like Dom's still the best guy on the roster at that position. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. I don't know, but like, does he need a breakout game to get his confidence going too?
I don't think he needs a breakout game, man. I think it's really the luxury of having so many weapons, as Knowshon mentioned earlier, out wide. Like you have the time and the time from the O line, like Carson has the time to get to a 2, even if Dom is the one. You know what I'm saying? If 2 looks better, guess what? He's gonna take that. So I think that things like that will begin to open up for Dom, though, because he is, in my opinion, like you said, probably the most collectively the most talented receiver that we have from a receiver standpoint. And he's done it. He's done it elsewhere. We've seen him have almost a stack at Mizzou. So I think he's obviously capable of it, but getting into a rhythm, I don't think he needs that, because he knows what he's capable of. But it's good to see Arian and all them other boys getting it in as well.
I just remember the spring game because I was on it, and like Dom went off and he got in a rhythm and he was getting fed and he was making plays after plays after plays after plays. Like, golly, like he's gonna have that kind of year. And just like, it's been 2 games, so I don't want to go crazy, but
well, it's interesting too. Like we talked about it, like getting Arian's confidence up, right?
Yep.
Like maybe this is what that's about. You know what I'm saying? Like he's our leading receiver right now. He's I think he has the most targets right now. So I mean, maybe that's what that's about, getting this kid, because we're gonna need a true 2 down the line as well.
Yeah.
So we already know what Dom's capable of. Maybe he'll see more targets this week, and hopefully he does, and we know what he can do with them.
Yeah. All right. Carson, I'll hit Carson real quick. What does he need to improve on? Nothing. He's kicking ass. Just keep doing your thing, Carson. Take care of the football. You'll be fine. Not a lot of critiquing from me when it comes to Carson Beck heading into this game. I will say this, like, we played against Met my senior year. So obviously Met and I dueled. Met got in some trouble. He got kicked off the team. And I remember going into that LSU game, that was the big talk. It's like Murray versus Met, LSU versus Georgia and all their skill, blah, blah, blah. But like it was Murray Met. And like I wanted to have a better game than Zach. No doubt in my mind. I'm not gonna lie. Like I wanted to win, but I wanted to outperform Met. That was part of the incentive of the whole week. And we did. I had a really good game. Met played really well too. We ended up winning. So like I'm on top. I'm happy. I don't think there's that same kind of feeling with Brock, because I don't know if it ever was truly a competition between the two, but try not to make it too much about Brock and how he's doing if he is having a game, which I don't anticipate him doing. But as long as you just play within yourself, Carson, which I anticipate, he'll have another hell of a football game. Speaking of Brock, once again, and Kentucky's offense, they kind of stink right now. Is there any worry that they're going to score points on us?
Not. They might get like a little rinky dink something, but I don't really see them getting 3, if that. It's bad, man. They got a lot to deal with over there. They got a lot of transfers coming in. I think their OC got there in February. I think I read that or saw that or something like that. So I mean, they still figuring shit out over there. Really, he got here in February. Yeah, they still figuring.
It's been rough. Been rough for the first 2 weeks. We'll give before we move on to the next segment. Let's give. We haven't done this in the first 2 weeks. We've been slacking, Knowshon. We haven't done prediction.
What do you mean prediction?
Score
prediction.
Oh,
we haven't done it once.
Yeah. Oh. What did everyone do with their prize picks? Tell me that so I can write that. Did everyone?
We'll
figure that out later. Answer the damn question.
What are we doing?
We're doing score predictions. We're not on prize.
Wait, you want me to start? Okay, in this game, dang.
Tim's going to knock it off for us first. Tim says 42-6.
42-6 piece. Why am I Jones blurry?
They say you got a halo.
You're good. You're good.
All right, I appreciate it. Let me go 45. Yeah, 42 out of 45.
Make sure you write these down too.
I'll give them, man. 7.
Holy shit. Okay.
My fault, man. It's tough, man.
Write it down. Write it down. Someone write it down.
You want that down?
Ben, what do you got? Yeah, we're gonna come back to this on Sunday.
48-10.
48-10.
Yeah, man.
48-10.
I'm going like 38.
10.
6.
38-6.
I'll go 42-0.
Wow.
I
Not even just a rinky-dink 7-piece.
The egg.
No. No.
I think it's gonna be a 3 early than a trash touchdown lead.
That's what I was saying. I was thinking 10 as well. Yeah, I was thinking that.
I just think Kentucky's struggling on offense. I think our backup defense will be fine. It's been that bad through the first
What
2
else?
weeks.
Well, run that back for me, Turbo. What you say? What everybody say? What you say, Sauce?
Ben said 48-10. TK, you had 38-6. Aaron had 42-0, which is, I mean, he didn't even give him 3. He's crazy. And then I said 45-7.
You know what the funny thing is? I think I'm going to be on the call for the Kentucky game next weekend. So they're gonna hate me in those meetings when I show up there on Friday.
Yeah,
they be on yo.
Someone in the chat asked me what game. Connor, I am calling the Arkansas game, UAB Arkansas. So off the Fayetteville.
Nice
To get our boy Sam Pittman.
Pete.
All right. So, as we talked about at the beginning, we are sponsored by Prize Picks. Go download the app. It's fun. It's easy. And you can win some good money this year. Just make sure when you do download the app, use promo code TPL, $50 instantly in promo funds when you make your first $5 lineup. So we're going to do some picks real quick, and then we're going to have some fun at the end with some topics from around the country to get you all right for the weekend. So my 3 picks this weekend, once again, boys, more or less, I'm going to go stick in the Georgia theme. Carson Beck is going to go off more than 249 yards in total passing yards. I'm going to go Brock Vandagriff less than 129 and a half yards. And then Garrett Nussmeier, LSU can't run it. South Carolina's defense line is really good. They're just going to throw it. I think he's going to be more than 302 passing yards in this football game. I really like Garrett Nussmeier. I like Lacey on the outside. I think LSU is just struggling right now to run the football. So I think they're just going to put the ball in his hand and say, hey, go win for it, similar to what they did versus Southern Cal. The other USC on the West Coast, Garrett Nussmeier is going to have a monster game. So once again, Carson Beck, more than 249 yards. This is his opportunity on the road. Once again, nighttime. He's going to show why he's in that Heisman conversation. He's going to go off with all those great receivers that we've been talking about. Brock Vandagriff may not even play the whole football game, everyone. He may not play the entire football game. They'd move some guys around last week at the quarterback spot. If things are going rough for Kentucky early, I don't know how long his leash is. So I think things will go rough for Brock Vandagriff. So definitely less than 129 yards for him. All right, Ben, give me your 3 plays for the weekend.
All right. So I got 3 running backs here to score a touchdown or not. So more or less, all I got to do is get one. So I have Josh Williams, I have Montrell Johnson, and I have Le'Veon Moss. So LSU, he's on his 6th year, Moss. Like, he's getting ancient down there. He was on the 2019 national championship team. So he's getting I think he's had a lot of long nights down there in Baton Rouge. So I'm going less. I think he's going to – I like South Carolina for some reason. I don't think he's going to score. Then I wore this blue for Florida and Kentucky because both of them will get embarrassed this weekend. So I'm going less than a touchdown for Montrell Johnson because I hate Florida. Hate them with a passion. And Le'Veon Moss never played A&M, but one time in the bowl game, we whooped them. So let's give him a little buck. I think he's going to go more than a touchdown. He's been rolling, so got to give somebody a touchdown. So Le'Veon Moss, take care of it for this weekend.
Plus Florida's defense is rough, Ben. Plus Florida's defense is rough. So
is anything good in Florida? I just don't like Florida and nothing for them. So let's go A&M.
Tedorowen, TK. I think it's pronounced Tedorowen.
Oh, thank you.
I think.
Thank you so much.
All right. Give me your 3 picks. Give me your 3 plays.
Yeah, for sure. He one of them. T-Mac, Tedorowen McMillan from Arizona. Been balling this year. Kind of up and down a little bit. Week 1, boy had 304 yards and 4 tutties. A school record over there in Arizona. So he was balling. Week 2, 2 catches for 11 yards. So a little slump right there. So you got to think my boy going to bounce back and do his thing this week against Kansas State. I think it is more than 96 yards for T-Mac over there in Arizona. Mm-hmm. Big game out there for him. Secondly, our dog, Arian Smith, UGA's Arian Smith, It's a surprise. I think it's a surprise to everybody that he's having a hell of a year. I think it's a surprise to everybody that he's the leading receiver on the team. I think it's a surprise to everybody that he is the leading in receptions as well. So he's slated to have more than 32.5 yards for me this weekend, as I think the game will get out of hand, and I think he'll get behind the defense, Kentucky's defense, at least 1 or 2 times. So more for Arian. Go Dogs. And then lastly, Kyron Lacey of LSU. He's slated to have more than 73 yards for me. He's been balling. He's 15 yards away from the 1,000-yard mark on his career. It's been like 43 receivers to do that in the LSU history. Kind of looked that up earlier, and that's pretty awesome. So hats off to that kid, and I think he'll do that probably within the first drive of their game. So more for all those gentlemen. That's my 3-pack.
Nice. Give that 3-pack. Knowshon, give me your 3-pack, Knowshon.
I have for the running backs, baby. I got Trevor Etienne, I have Le'Veon Moss, like Ben was talking about, and Montrell Johnson. All right, so let Trevor Etienne, 7.5 more or less. For me, I have to go. Man, I want to go more. Honestly, I really do. Coming off a really big game, right? Last week, getting his confidence back. First time seeing him in that Bulldogs uniform. But man, honestly, I need to see something. I need to see something more. All right, and I need to see it versus an SEC opponent. I know they're having some troubles over at Kentucky, but let me see you do it versus an SEC opponent. I think he is, but for right now, I'm gonna go less because I just need to see a little more of that. 75.5. He should get it, but let's go less right now. I think they rotate these backs in the backfield. I think Frazier gets in there and does his thing as well, right? Kind of splitting up those carries a little bit. So it's going to be a little tough. I want to see him do it. I hope he does it. But for right now, I got to go less. Let's move on. Le'Veon Moss, baby, over there at Texas A&M. He had a good game versus Notre Dame. How good is Notre Dame? Whatever. But at least he had 70 yards, I think, versus Notre Dame. He was running that thing a little bit. I like what they do with their backs over there. I was hesitant with this as well. He's slated to go, is it more or less for 70.5 yards? He's playing that Florida defense. I'm going to say more. I think he'll have more in that game, even though they rotate their backs a little bit. I think he's just getting into the mix. So he'll have more versus Florida. And then let's move on to Montrell Johnson, all right, over at Florida. He had 100 yards versus Miami, which I love to see. I think Miami is a really good team. So I had to give that young man more as well. I think, and his was 65.5. So I think he'll have more in that game. I think it'll be a close game, right? So they'll have to use the pass and the run game in this game. So more and less for that boy Trevor. So we'll see what happens.
Always hold the Georgia boys
Bro,
to a higher standard.
Can I not see more?
I'm fine with it.
Can you not give him more?
I'm fine with it.
That's the thing. I'm sorry.
Hey, listen, you're all good, man. It's your picks.
And that's funny that I mean, really, honestly, it has nothing to do with him being a Bulldog. For real, I just want to see something.
So let's go through. So we all gave our 3-packs. Now I want to go back and give our favorites to make the Letterman top picks right now. Oh, did they bump yours already? He's up 97 and a half. Okay. 1.5. He's gonna get it. Don't worry about that. All right, give your top plays. I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna go with Brock Vandegrift less than 121. It's actually down to 121. I'm just gonna go pass. There we go. Less. So that's mine. You see how easy this thing is? It's super easy. All right. Ben, what's your top pick?
I'm doing, was it Le'Veon Moss for a tug?
For a tuggy?
Ooh,
one tuggy.
Moss for a tutty? Moss for the tutty?
This is tough. Let's see here.
All right, Le'Veon Moss for
That's
here.
it. Yep.
There we go. All right. Knowshon, TK, who are your top
TK,
picks?
you first.
Let me get Arian for more. I think that's a given. If he catches the ball, it's going to be for more than 32.
Oh, I agree. They're going to get him like something in the slot. He's going to catch it, split, and go.
So
that's an easy one. That's easy. All right, Knowshon.
It's my go already. Let's go Le'Veon Moss for more than 70.5. I'll go that one.
I wonder if we can we do Moss for 2 bets?
You can't.
Oh, give me Montreal. Give me Montreal. 65.5. Yeah, he should.
Ooh, he went down. It's on a 63.5. You good?
Oh yeah.
So does
All
that
right, so
mean?
this is the
So
Letterman
does that
picks.
mean? So does that mean you weren't confident in that less for Trevor?
Mm,
I'm not. But I want to see it. Show me, baby. Come on.
Show it. All right, so this is our Letterman 4-pack here. Brock Vandegrift less than 121.5. Le'Veon Moss with more than 0.5 touchdowns. Arian Smith more than 35.5 receiving yards. And then Montrell Johnson more than 63.5. Super easy to use, as you can see. A lot of fun. And make sure you use promo code TPL for $50 in promo funds when you make your first $5 lineup. Appreciate Prize Picks for being our sponsor all season long. All right. Let's do a quick one real quick before we send it out. So they can enjoy some Thursday night football, and I got to get my butt packed for my 8 a.m. flight tomorrow. Let's do this one. There's some really good teams in the SEC this year. 6 of the 7 right now in the AP poll are SEC teams, so it's stacked as always. Knowshon's internet is shit as always too.
Always.
So you got Georgia, Texas, Alabama, Tennessee, Ole Miss, Missouri. We can throw. I'm going to throw Oklahoma in there as well. Everyone rank their 1 through 7 because I threw Oklahoma in there.
7.
1 through 7. So Georgia, Texas, Alabama, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, and Missouri.
I got it. All right.
I got mine.
Oh, wait, I thought we were doing top 5.
Damn, he did say 7, didn't he?
Just rank those teams in order. Just rank them in order.
All right, you ready?
All I'm flipping is Tennessee and Bama.
Ooh.
I wish we had a visual. I don't even know. Can we get a visual, coach?
Production. Yeah, production.
Where you at? Production.
Holy smokes!
I'm working. Knowshon, we know you put Missouri. I'm
working with prima donnas over here, everyone. I'm working with prima donnas.
I got it.
Can't share.
You want me to go?
Yes, you go.
UGA, Texas, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Bama, Missouri, Oklahoma.
Ooh, this in Knowshon's Missouri. I'll get mine. I got Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, Ole Miss, Alabama, Missouri, Oklahoma.
You're similar to me. Me and you just flipped Ole Miss, Tennessee.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm the same as you, Ben. I got Georgia, Texas, Ole Miss at 3, Bama. Nope. Tennessee at 4, Bama at 5, Mizzou at 6, and then OU at 7.
Tennessee gonna be singing Rocky Top in Knoxville this year against Bama. It seems like.
Come on, what's this list?
Rate your top 7 SEC schools.
Like to play at, like away. I thought this is like
no. Rank them. Who you think's the top the best?
Damn team.
Oh, come on. Man. Okay, that's easier. I thought we were talking about playing in their stadium. See, they be switching stuff on me, guys. Everyone watching, they be switching the notes.
I will say this: like the rundown did have LSU goes USC, rank your top 5 away environments, but this was the second topic. I said I was going to pick one of the 3 since we're already at like 40 minutes right now.
Okay. Okay. All right. Bet. Georgia, Texas. It's pretty much the same as y'all. Yeah. Georgia, Texas, Tennessee. You can it's either Ole Miss or Tennessee. You can probably swap one of those. Gotta put Alabama up there. Mizzou.
No. Okay. Mizzou's at 5.
Is that 7?
Oklahoma. You got Oklahoma left.
Okay. Oklahoma got to be in there too. Probably around 7 or 8.
So it's not
or
7.
7. Sorry. 7. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, something like that.
Dang, athlete royalty, our boy Tennessee.
Yeah, let me see that. Let me see. Yeah, I like Ole Miss there. I like 4. You know what?
Tennessee.
I like
7.
that. Wait, Tennessee. I got to change Tennessee and Oklahoma.
I like Tennessee. I ain't gonna lie. I like Tennessee.
I like Tennessee a lot.
I like Tennessee as well.
I like Tennessee a lot.
It's tough.
Y'all saying it's crazy.
Oklahoma
shit,
being
right?
obviously, my boy Jake did not watch Oklahoma play this past weekend versus Houston and how bad they looked. So,
bro, you just said the right thing though. You said Houston. Houston looked bad, or you said
No.
Oklahoma looked bad?
Oklahoma looked bad in the win versus Houston.
Yeah.
All right, Knowshon, since I know you really wanted this, we'll give this to you before we end tonight. LSU goes to USC, an incredible environment. Name your top 5 road environments in college football. I know you've been preparing for it. I feel bad that I took this moment away from you.
That's all I gotta say to it.
Oh yeah, that's up there for sure. I said Georgia, bro. I love the atmosphere of Georgia. I had to put them at number 1, man. 90-something thousand.
Away. We don't have to.
So we're not putting ourselves
Georgia here. No, we're not putting ourselves.
Okay. Ooh. So I gotta go LSU number 1.
LSU had his phone number.
It's LSU. So yeah, I'll probably go LSU, Tennessee. You got to think that Florida atmosphere when they were good, man, it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? The fans are right on you on the sideline. I think I put them up there. And I had, oddly enough, I had Texas. Ole Miss is nice too. But Texas is in game. Let me put Texas in there. Texas, because now they're in the SEC. I think that
Did you play in Texas?
No, but it's where I had to play.
Yes.
Okay, so all right, let me keep on going then. Did I play at Texas A&M?
I don't know.
I don't think I did.
No. You played
Arizona State.
Oh, Arizona State got to go in there, bro.
Where?
That was like Arizona. Yeah, you heard me. Arizona State, bro. Oh. Hey, that environment was like an NFL game. I can't even lie. That was smooth.
It was.
All right, Murray?
Go for it, T. Top 5 environments that you played in.
LSU, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida's dope. It's just so fire to me. Arizona State,
like South Carolina.
Arizona State was fire.
No, South Carolina.
South Carolina. Yeah, it's loud as shit in there. Yeah, sandstorm blasting the White Towers.
I'll let Ben talk about it. I feel like South Carolina's loud, but it's like a fun environment.
Mm-hmm.
It's not scary. It's a nice energy. Yeah. What are your top 5, Ben?
So, one for me is Georgia, Florida. Like seeing it split down the middle. It's no other thing like that. Like you got to play the snap all the way to the whistle because you don't know what fans are cheering. It's hard to play, so it's so unique. Then I'm gonna go Tennessee, Rocky Top when it's rocking. We lost to them up there when I was playing, and it was deafening. I'm talking about it was.
Is that when once they made the one-hand interception?
Eric Berry. They had a music video. Eric Berry, very scary. And he was very scary that day. I was like, this man's got his own music video playing in the game. You remember it, TK?
Yeah.
Then LSU. We whooped LSU down there. Knowshon ran for like 200 on them. We ran a tight version of Horn Boss, and he split it right down the middle. Mm-hmm. Like we put them away so early. DG had a pick 6 early. I'm like, we put them away so early, so the crowd didn't get in it. South Carolina, though, it's different. Like it's hot, and if it's a night game, it looks like an alien with those lights.
Yeah, it does, right?
And it is so loud. They're doing their sandstorm with the towels. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be on the sideline.
Jumping.
I'm like, this is awesome. So I think it fired us up more than them sometime. Like, this is awesome. So it brought a little extra juice to the game. So I always like going there.
What are your thoughts on Auburn?
It's loud. It's loud in Auburn. Yeah, it's loud.
It was loud when they had Cam Newton, I tell you that.
It was jumping. It was jumping down there for sure.
I agree. South Carolina's fun, though. It'll be a fun game this weekend. LSU, USC. All right. Well, appreciate everyone joining us here on Thursday night. Yeah.
My fault.
We will see you back on Sunday, hopefully after a Dogs victory over Kentucky, breaking that one down, getting you ready for, I guess, the bye weeks after that. So we'll start doing a little look ahead to Alabama, talking about the big matchup in Tuscaloosa. But first things first, Kentucky Saturday night. So appreciate everyone. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go make your Prize Picks account. Once again, promo code TPL, $50 instantly in promo funds when you play your first $5 lineup. And with that, we'll leave it with a little Go Dogs. And everyone enjoy their weekend.
Go Dogs.
Man. Go